beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. This is Mira with Star Sisters Intuition. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night, and for today's reading we're finding out what big changes are happening for you in the month of December. To do this reading, I've picked 5 piles: pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. I'm going to add the crystals and I'll be right back. And here I've added the crystals. We have the tree agate for pile number 1, the desert rose selenite for pile number 2, the nephrite jade for pile number 3, the selenite heart for pile number 4, and the infinite stone for pile number 5. Pick whichever pile number, or stone is calling you most, and that's going to be your reading. Allow your intuition to guide you, as it's going to guide you to the correct pile. Timestamps will be listed below, and now let's head into readings. Bye. Hello, pile 1, you've chosen the tree agate. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. I'm going to lay out your cards and I'll be right back. Hello, pile 1, I've laid out your cards. We have emotion and positivity with cucumber and marigold. So the big change I am seeing is that you are finally releasing and cleansing something that has been holding you back from reaching your true emotional fulfillment. This could be a relationship, career, or maybe a lifestyle even. Either way, whatever you are releasing no longer resonates with you, and in its place, you are bringing in something that brings you emotional fulfillment, true emotional fulfillment, and brings more positivity and joy in your life. Especially because we have the marigold here, which can be used as a way to attract bugs that help protect plants from aphids and other pests. So I see you attracting the emotions and events in your life that help keep you in a positive and healthy energetic state. And because we have Cancer and Leo, both of those, like Cancer comes first and then Leo comes right after it, what I kind of get is that the shift that you're making, the change that you're making right now in your emotional state is going to start to bear fruit during Cancer and Leo season, or like the summer, entering the summer season. And wow, I also just noticed that we have 4 here and 40 here. 4 deals with our foundation, so like you're building a solid foundation, and you're specifically building a solid foundation dealing with your emotions. Wow, pile number 1, this is really strong. Some really positive changes and shifts happening in your emotions during the month of December. And another message I just got with the cucumber spirit here is that because there's this, it looks kind of like Palo Santo or sage maybe, I don't know. But what I kind of get is like cleansing. So you're going to be cleansing those toxic emotions and the emotions that don't serve you. And on top of that, another change I see you making is starting to like draw out from you because like cucumbers, when you put them on your eyes, they can draw out the heat and like they help to cool. They give you a cooling sensation. So that's kind of what I get, is like you're going to be starting to draw out the heat, things that make you angry or things that don't necessarily keep you happy. You're going to start to draw those emotions out, see where they're stemming from, see their root, and come to understand it, and see maybe like how you can work with those things, how you can heal those roots and move forward so that you can come to a cooling sensation. You can be happy. You can find that sense of calm and peace. Now let's add your tarot cards. We have the 2 of Wands, which makes so much sense. I'm gonna keep it actually right. You are finally turning your back to the thing that no longer resonates with you and thinking of how you can move towards what does resonate and what you desire. You're asking those questions like, what do I desire? If, for example, it's a relationship, what kind of relationships do I desire? What kind of lifestyle do I desire? Those are the questions you're going to be asking in the month of December. And again, if this is a relationship, it could be moving away from people you no longer resonate with And like I said, thinking of the relationships you want moving forward, or for a lifestyle, if this has to do with the lifestyle, it could be removing those habits and thinking of the habits that aren't serving you and how you can replace them with habits that do serve you, and thinking of the habits that you want to create. The next card we have is the Nine of Swords, which again is so fitting because the Nine of Swords talks about thoughts weighing down our mind and causing us stress. So you may be stressed or apprehensive to leave this thing behind, but in December, I see you addressing those thoughts and finding out where they stem from, and then shifting those thoughts to focus on positive thoughts that will serve you and your emotions. If this deals with the relationship, I see you finally communicating all that you have been holding on your heart and on your mind. All those things, I see you communicating it to that person or people to come to a place of release and closure. And if this deals with the lifestyle, I see you finally sitting down and having a heart-to-heart with yourself and really using your mind to think about how your habits and how your current lifestyle has been holding you back from what you've been wanting to manifest. The next card we have is the Ten of Cups. And so all of this is leading to your ultimate fulfillment, ultimate happiness. And because the Nine of Swords is facing the Ten of Cups with their eyes covered, I get that currently or in the past, you may have focused on what was keeping you stuck. But again, like we've been saying, that is changing in December, and you're starting to shift your focus to what does bring you fulfillment. And I see that because of the rainbow, because rainbows come after the rains, and the rains are all about that releasing and cleansing. So you're starting to release those things that no longer fulfill you, that no longer resonate with you, and you're starting to cleanse that to make room for what does. And after a long time of going back and forth on whether or not you should release this thing that's been holding you back and causing negativity, you're finally making a solid decision to leave it behind and move towards the things that, again, are going to bring that positive energy and emotion in your life. I also see you realizing how all of this was necessary for your growth and happiness. The next card we have is the Three of Wands. So what I see is, like, because we have the Three of Wands here and it is reversed, so I see you taking a step back to see how you can release what isn't resonating with you in a healthy manner. So that way you're not like coming back to it, but you can truly close the door on that and not find yourself in a loop. I also see you taking your time and not rushing into anything, which in the past we may have rushed into releasing things and then found ourselves back in the same situation. And so this time I see you taking your time to do that release and then closing that door permanently. The next few cards that we have is Trust. And again, 31 breaks down into a 4. So trust that all of this is working in your favor to build the foundation that you want to come closer to your goals and live a fulfilled life. All of this clearing and everything that's happening, even the hurts are helping you to grow and become wiser so that you can now step into the next phase of your life with wisdom and balance. And any challenges that come along your way during this path, you're going to be learning and growing from them. So you can become wiser. And then the next card we have is Study. So with study, I get again that you're going to be really studying yourself, coming to learn and learn your emotions and your thoughts on a deeper level, and really come to like understand them on a deeper level, really study them and get to know what they're trying to show you and what they're trying to tell you. You may also be seeing 4 a lot during the month of December. And the other thing that I got, because we have the Nine of Swords and Study, so some of you may also be in school, and maybe it's your schooling that's causing this type of mental stress and like fatigue. And in December, you know, most school, like the semesters usually end for college, or like you get a break. So during that break, I think you're going to be taking time, if this is for school, of course. This could be applying for anything. It could also apply for work or whatever, but this is just a message I'm getting for those of you in school. During your break is when you're going to really be doing this deeper work. And I'm getting like mid-December-ish, but yeah, like you're going to be studying yourself on a deeper level. The next card we have is single-mindedness. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. And if that doesn't just fit this reading like a glove, yes, you are releasing those emotions and mindsets that are keeping you away from your true fulfillment and becoming focused on what you want. I also kind of see you leaving past drama behind and moving on from that. Like, this could be for just like a few of you, but yeah, this is so amazing, pile number one. Now let's take one card to see what zodiac signs are going to be most prominent. Although I already feel Leo and Cancer is definitely going to be prominent. So some of you might have Leo placements or Cancer placements, like major ones. Okay, definitely water. So yeah, that pretty much confirms it. Water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces are going to be really significant during the month of December. And also water is connected to our emotions, so again, as we said, your emotions are definitely shifting. And because 24 breaks down into a 6, and 6s all deal with harmony and like that loving energy and peace, I feel like you're getting so much more peace and love in your emotions. Now let's take a few last advice cards from Spirit to end this reading off. Oops, it fell on the floor. I'm feeling like one more. We have kindness. Take respite by upon and be kind to yourself and others. Yes, like you're definitely gonna start to learn how to be more kind to yourself, how to be more kind, like your mind being more kind to yourself, thinking kind thoughts towards yourself, feeling kind emotions towards yourself, and being in a state of kindness to yourself. So even if you may make a mistake or whatever happens, you're not like internally yelling at yourself or bashing yourself, but rather you're like, okay, let's learn from this. Let's learn to move forward. You know, it's all right. Things happen. Everybody makes mistakes. Things always happen in life. It's not a big deal. We'll move forward. We'll get over this. And we'll learn and become wiser and better for it. The next card, the one that fell on the floor, was Journey, Branch Out to New Worlds. And that's literally what the Two of Wands is showing right here, branching out to new worlds. So yes, like this is definitely like a big major journey is starting for you guys. And it's starting with you clearing and cleansing your emotions and your mind, or the emotions and thoughts that are keeping you stuck. Wow. Pile number one, I'm so happy for you. I love this, and I'm wishing you all the best with this change, and hoping that you're able to find the peace and loving emotions and thoughts towards yourself. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, pile number one, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye! Hello, pile 2. You've chosen the Desert Rose Selenite. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. I'm going to lay out your cards and I'll be right back. Hello, pile 2. I've laid out your cards. We have Duality with Banana and Ritual with Sweet Corn. So what I'm getting is currently you may be in a bit of a challenging situation. Oops. And it may have been taking a toll on you mentally or physically. Possibly even emotionally. Now, this situation could vary depending on you guys, because obviously this is a general reading. Some of the situations could be like health issues or monetary, like money issues. In the month of December, I see two things happening. One, I see you starting to cleanse these challenges and issues, starting to work towards cleansing them and like dealing with them, starting to work towards finding solutions to them. And then the second thing I see is that through that cleansing and dealing with them, you're going to start to bear so much fruit. Like you're going to find ways of dealing with that situation that's going to bear a lot of fruit. Because we have 27 here, and 27 breaks down to a 9, and then we have 10 right after, which is a 9 and then a 10, and that signifies growth to me. So this challenge, this situation is bringing about so much more growth in you, so much more like personal development is what I'm hearing. And whatever the situation is, I see you coming out on top. You're surviving it. You're being a warrior, you know, almost like you're learning and doing your due diligence in research so that you can come out on top and make the correct decision for whatever situation you're in. And because we have corn here, and corn is all about like abundance, you know, it's considered a cash crop. So again, I see this leading you to abundance. Now that doesn't necessarily mean monetarily, but if your situation is that, you know, you're having difficulties in finance, then I see you gaining a solution or learning how to earn more money or solve whatever it is that your financial issue is. I see you learning how to solve it. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have a financial issue. It could be any challenge or issue that you're facing. I see you in December figuring out a way to bring about a solution to that issue. And that solution is allowing you to grow so much more. Like you're bringing in so much growth and abundance of health, money, relationships, however it applies. You're just bringing in abundance. Like there's massive abundance coming your way in the month of December, and it all has to do with the decision that you're making and the choices you're making that are based on a really well-informed decision. Like you're making very well-informed decision, and through that decision you're gaining a lot of abundance. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. We have the Five of Wands, which makes like perfect sense because literally we were talking about that conflict, that challenge, that that challenging sort of energy, and that's what I get with this Five of Wands. Like it may not have been with somebody else. Like I'm getting it's a situation that is challenging and it's causing you a lot of like back and forth and a lot of conflict in your mind. But this could also be like with another person, like a relationship or whatever the situation might be. There's definitely some conflict and some challenges, and you are overcoming those challenges in the month of December. The next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. So literally what we're talking about with the Page of Pentacles, it's exactly that. Like you're starting that new beginning. Like you're taking hold of it and you're pursuing that new idea, whatever it is, that new solution. You're starting to pursue it. You're starting to bring it about and really start to like hone in on it and learn, because the pages could also deal with learning. So again, you're doing that research and learning and figuring out what you need to do in order to like find a solution. You're really focusing on finding a solution to your problems. You're no longer sitting in that mindset of like lack or like feeling like the problem is greater than you. Rather, you are greater than your problem, and so because of that, you're able to find the solution. The next card we have is the Three of Cups, which is interesting that it's falling on top of the corn, because it talks about that abundance, because we have a cornucopia here. It talks about that like happiness and that joy and enjoying relationships as well. And so that's exactly what I see happening, is like abundance of joy, abundance of fulfillment. Like you're really starting this journey to feel fulfilled and to create solutions to your problems. So that way they're no longer like holding you back. And then the next card we have is the High Priestess, which just literally this reading is so like synchronistic. You have like the High Priestess, which talks about that greater and deeper learning. And then you also have the banana and the corn, which kind of represent like a similar energy about learning, about growth, about abundance. You know, it's like hidden things. You know, the corn, the actual kernels and stuff is hidden in this wrapping. And so that's what I get with the High Priestess too. Your solution is kind of hidden, but you're finding that. You're peeling back the layers to find the solution during the month of December. Wow, pile number 2, that is so amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. Alright, then we have a few more cards to get through. So we have Love, which I feel like you guys are gaining abundance of love too, but this could also be, again, like we were saying, one of those challenges could have been finding love within yourself and outside of yourself too, finding love in your career, or finding love in your life in general, just finding that energy of love or being in that energy of love. And I see you starting to move towards that. You're really starting to bring that love into your life. And then the next card we have, guys, you cannot make this stuff up, is True Love Come to Me. Oh my god. Like, yes, it's literally everything we've been talking about. Like, you guys are really bringing in more love into your life. An abundance of love is what I'm getting. You're just really starting to live in that mindset and that state of abundance, and that state of love, and through that you're finding so many solutions to your problems. Like, it's almost like these solutions are just coming so easily to you. It's not even like you have to really do or put in so much effort, because you've already put in the effort of changing your state of being to that energy of love, and by doing that you've already overcome one hurdle. You've already done that. So pat yourself on the back right now, pile number 2, because you've already done some of the work, you know? Wow. This is so fun. The next card we have is Harmony. Yes, you guys are harmonizing your life. You're coming into balance, you know, because we have the 27 here and the 27 here. Again, I feel like you're finding that harmony through that challenge, whatever that situation may have been. You're finding that harmony and that fun and loving energy. And oh my god, guys, look at the next card. It's Abundance. Wow. You guys are really bringing in so much more abundance. Like, I mean, this is just amazing. There's a lot of 1 and 9 energy as well. So some of you also might be finishing out a cycle and starting a new one. And then because we have the High Priestess, which is 2, and then Abundance, which is 2, I feel like you're ending a cycle, beginning a new one, and starting to take action. There's a lot of stuff going on in December for you guys, and there's some major shifts happening. I feel like you're getting out of that conflict stage, and the challenges of life are not really going to be like, of course challenges are challenges and they can be difficult, but like, it's no longer bringing you down. In fact, you're so uplifted, so motivated, that it doesn't matter what comes your way, you're able to easily overcome it, is what I see happening for you. And then the last card we have is Trust. So with Trust, I get like, just trust in yourself, trust in your powers, trust in your ability. Continue to build on that trust that you're starting with yourself. Continue to work on that trust, and come to a place to where you do trust yourself 100%, you are able to build your confidence and step into your true power. The next card we have is Look Beyond the Surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth into your world. And that's exactly what I see you doing. You're starting to look beyond the surface to find a solution to your problem. The problem lies on the surface, but in order to find a solution, we have to look at the roots of that problem. We have to look deeper to heal those roots, to come to terms with those roots, to understand them, see what they need in order to solve the issue, to solve the problem. Like a good example of this is actually recently I was looking at one of my plants, and the leaves started to turn like really brown and like really dark and dry, and I had to like uproot the plant and clear the soil and stuff to figure out what was going on. And then I found out that it was because the soil was not allowing for enough like breathing for the roots. Like the roots were just starting to coil and they weren't getting enough like circulation. And so then I had to change the soil, and I cut the roots slightly so that they can grow more abundantly. They can grow bigger and better. And the plant ended up reviving. Like it was really beautiful. So like that is a great example of what ends up happening when you look underneath. Like some people may have just cut the dried leaves off, but that's not going to solve the issue because the underlying issue lies beneath the problem. Now let's take one card to see. Thank you. We have Libra, balance. So this is going to be the main zodiac sign during this month of December for you. Some of you may be Libra, some of you might have significant Libra placements in your charts, but it could also just mean the energy of Libra, where we're bringing balance and finding like justice, you know, seeking that justice, seeking the solutions to problems, seeking out the truth. These are all things that I see happening. And then also, whenever I see this specific card, the hair reminds me of like the crown chakra. And so I feel like you guys are going to be activating your crown chakra too. And because of that, you're going to be receiving so many downloads, so much information. And it makes sense. You're going to be like receiving like an abundance of information. And the pink energy also kind of like reminds me of the True Love Come to Me card. So it could also be that you guys are finally making choices that are leading you to that energy of love, or even like a romantic relationship if that's what you're looking for. Lastly, let's take a few advice cards from Spirit to end this reading off. Thank you. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. Guys, you're being called to make a wish. Make your wish right now. Set your intention right now. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Burn some sage or Palo Santo to get it out there and cleanse your space. But definitely make your wish and start to put time and energy towards that wish. The next card we have is Woods. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. That's exactly how I feel about the High Priestess. She's extremely mysterious and extremely full of knowledge and life. Like she has that life within her. Her scroll is the secrets to life, basically. So I feel like you're uncovering those solutions, uncovering things, and finding that calmness, that inner peace. Wow, pile number 2, this was so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. I'm hoping you really find the solutions to your problems and you come out of this December period a much stronger, wiser, and more harmonious individual. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye! Hello, Pile 3. You've chosen the Nephrite Jade. I'm going to keep your stone right here. I'm going to lay out your cards, and I'll be right back. Hello, Pile 3. I've laid out your cards. We have love and divination. And so the first thing that I'm getting by seeing these two cards is that, one, some of you guys are going to be really opening up to love and like the energy of love. And two, I also feel like you guys are opening your hearts to deeper spirituality. Like, I feel like you guys are really going to be getting deeper into spirituality, or you're going to be manifesting love, if that applies. Like, it's just another message I got. So some of you, that may be what you're doing, that you're manifesting love, and it's definitely coming, like a romantic relationship. But for others of you, I feel like you're opening your heart up to deeper spirituality. You guys are getting so much more in touch with your spirit, with your higher selves, and you're starting to heal and open your hearts, and it's allowing for abundance to come in, and like a sweetness. I hear like sweetness of life. Like, you're starting to really enjoy life, and you're going to be bringing in that sweetness to life. And with the crystal ball here, what I also get is that some of you are going to start to really look long term, and like start to see where you want to be in like 5 years, in a year, 5 years, 10 years, however long. But you're really starting to plan long term, and doing some deeper reflections on that, and starting the work to manifest the life that you want to live coming in the future. And again, like we said with the divination here, some of you might also be getting into like more divination practices, so like tarot or scrying. I'm hearing scrying. Some of you might be getting into scrying because we have the crystal ball here. Scorpio and Libra might also be really significant zodiac signs in your month of December, and you may be a Scorpio, or you may be a Libra. Either way, I feel like the energy of that, where you're bringing balance to your love life, to your heart, you're bringing balance to your spiritual side. You're learning how to balance having fun and opening your heart up, but also making time to do those deeper reflections and go deeper into your spirituality. The next few cards that we have is the Nine of Wands. So yes, you're definitely starting to learn how to set up those boundaries and wear your heart on your sleeves. Set up those boundaries, wear your heart on your sleeve, and learn to enjoy love, because now you have healthy boundaries in place, so you know where to draw the line, where things are too much for you. You know that you have that healthy boundary set in place, so now you can explore, you can enjoy, you can do whatever you want to do, because you have those healthy boundaries. You know your boundaries. You know when somebody's crossing your boundaries, and you know when you're crossing a boundary. The next card we have is Temperance, which is so beautiful. Like, yes, this is leading you to your ultimate goal. You're walking that path. You're learning how to, again, like we were saying, you're learning how to balance having that love and fun and like that energy of love. You're learning how to balance having that fun time and going out and exploring and doing all of that stuff, while also being able to do that deeper inner spiritual work. And like, this card talks a lot about alchemy, and so I feel like you're learning how to alchemize your life, being able to mix two things with a balanced substance in between. So you're learning how to create that balance between two different things. You're learning how to create that. And for another, I just got another message. For some of you, this could be in a relationship, and you're learning how to how to build that relationship with the other person and create common ground between yourselves. So like, you're learning how to be two separate people, but also enjoy the relationship you two have. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship, although it could be, but it could also just be like a relationship between your parents, your siblings, friends, etc. Like, you're really learning how to be an individual in a different relationship. So like, not giving yourself entirely to that relationship where you don't have any separation between who you are and who they are. And it could also be a relationship, again, like we said, with yourself, where you're able to find a bridge between your spiritual self and your physical self, and you're finding harmony through that and learning how to find balance, create balance through that. Could also be your mind and your physical self. Like, it's going to be different for you guys because it's a general reading, but like, take it as it applies. I get the feeling like you know exactly what you're balancing in your life. The next card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. So, wow. I just think you guys are going to be overflowing in like time and resources, and like the changes that you're making by allowing in that love and creating healthy boundaries is going to allow you to find that true sense of freedom and individuality, but also enjoy your relationships, you know, enjoy time with others along with enjoying time with yourselves. This is so beautiful. This also talks about money, more money coming in. So possibly some of you guys will have more money coming in during the month of December. You could also be setting new goals, and like, obviously people in the month of December do set usually new goals for the next year, but I see like you learning how to set new goals and actually walking towards those goals. Then the next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So I just see you guys learning how to up-level yourself, change your fortunes, and start to create a solid foundation, one that's going to last for generations. Now again, this foundation that you're setting could be a foundation within a relationship, learning how to set a solid foundationship. Learning how to set a solid foundation within a relationship. I was trying to say foundation and relationship, and it became one word. But anyways, I see you guys learning how to set a solid foundation regardless of what your situation is. And again, all of that comes back to this, being able to set those healthy boundaries. And that is the big change that I see here, is you setting those healthy boundaries to where you can wear your heart on your sleeve and not fear being hurt. And then the last card we have is the Five of Cups reversed. And that is just so beautiful. Like, you guys are really coming out of like this hurt period where you may have been only looking at lack. Maybe a lack of love in relationship, maybe a lack of relationships. Could also have been a lack of like finances or like love for yourself. Either way, you're coming and stepping away from that lack mentality. You're crossing this bridge to the other side, to where you have set these healthy boundaries. You no longer feel lack, you have an abundance, and you're just enjoying your life. The next few cards we have is confidence. So yes, like, you're really going to be stepping into your full confidence and learning how to become confident in yourself and your ability to enjoy your life and work towards the goals and dreams that you have. Excuse me. I just ate lunch, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, yeah, you guys are really becoming so much more confident in who you are. You're stepping into your true confidence. And then the next card we have is inspiration. And I feel like you're getting so much inspiration. You're gaining inspiration on what you want next in your life, you know, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. And so it's almost like you're so close to ending this current phase in your life, and this could have been the phase where you didn't feel as confident, and maybe you were feeling in that like lack mentality, but you're getting so close. And through that, I feel like you're becoming so much more inspired. Through this wheel shifting, you're learning, you're gaining more inspiration on what you want next in your life and what you want the next phase of your life to look like. The next card we have is Dancing in the Rainbow, and this is such a beautiful card. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly deserve. And doesn't that like literally speak so perfectly about everything we've been talking about? There was also, sorry about that, the car was honking, but maybe it's like that's like Spirit's way of confirming this. Like, you are dancing in the rainbow. You're really letting go and like shining and coming out like so much brighter and more freer. I hear freedom, like you're really expressing your freedom and just like we said with the Nine of Wands, like you're starting to wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit more, but you still have those boundaries in place, so you're still protected. It's not like you're wearing your heart on your sleeve and there's no protection in place. But this is such a beautiful confirmation. Wow. Now let's take one card from this deck to find out what... Oh, we're going to take these. So Gemini and Mars. It's very interesting. So there's going to be a lot of Mars energy and a lot of Gemini energy during your month of December. And on December 7th, we will be having the full moon in Gemini. And currently Mars is retrograde. So I'm getting two messages from this. One is that you're going to be openly communicating your boundaries, thoughts, and opinions in your intimate relationships. But the biggest thing is that during this time you'll be communicating in a healthy manner, one done from a place of love for yourself and others. The second thing I'm seeing is that the full moon will be really significant for you, and during this time there's going to be events happening to give you the opportunity to hone in on the changes and accept them in your life rather than resist them. Also, because Mars rules Aries, which is all about that confidence and leadership energy, I think this is confirming the fact that you will be stepping into your true confidence, especially because we also have the confidence card here, and role as a leader in your life. Now let's take a few last advice cards from Spirit on anything Spirit would like to add to this reading for pile number 3. Alright, we have adventure. Live wild and free. Yes, that's kind of like the Mars energy of like being a strong like warrior and just going out there and doing what you need to do, and Gemini is a little bit like that as well, like being able to create the life that you want. And because it's an air sign, it's about using your mind to create it too. And then we have cleanse. Wash your weary spirit clean and take a walk in the wooded glades. I can't speak today. But yes, like cleanse, take time to cleanse. Take time to do the things that you enjoy, and like it could be like swimming, it could be like so many things, but take the time to do the things that you enjoy. I feel like you are going to be taking that time to do the things you enjoy, but it's like Spirit's like kind of giving you an extra reminder to be like, yeah, make sure you do the things you enjoy so that you can live in this like energy of love, and so you can bring about like this abundance. Pile number 3, I loved your reading. It's so beautiful, and I really hope you're able to set those boundaries and step into your own during this period. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 4. You have chosen the beautiful selenite heart. I'm going to keep your crystal right here. I'm going to lay out your cards, and I'll be right back. Hello, Pile 4. I've laid out your cards. We have transition and clarity. And so what I get right off the bat, actually, the first thing I see is that you have an 11 and a 1. So clearly that 1 energy of creating is going to be really important. It's reminding me of the magician. So the big change I'm seeing for you, pile number 4, is that you're starting to visualize and create what you want in this next phase, especially because we have transition here with clarity. So you're going to be gaining so much more clarity on what you want from this from this transition and the next phase of your life. Between Cancer and Virgo season, you're going to start to really enter that phase. So like you'll be in this transition for a while, and it's starting in December. So like June through August, September, you're gonna start to enter that new phase. So you have a little bit of time where Spirit is telling you to open your mind up to what you want in this next phase. Start preparing, start planning, because the other thing I see with like the cauliflower is that cauliflowers take a really long time to form their head, and it takes a lot of planning because you have to be really strategic about when you plant them. Otherwise the head's going to be too small, it's not going to form correctly. There could be a number of reasons or a number of things that end up happening to stunt their growth. So you're being called right now to start preparing and planning, because this change is happening right now. December is really bringing the winds of change, and this reading is about a big change that's happening. And so that big change is your transition period. It's coming in December, and it's coming really quickly is what I get. The moon is also calling out to me right now, especially because you guys were drawn to the selenite, which is oftentimes related to the moon. So taking your time during this moon to set intentions, to maybe burn a candle, to really gain clarity on what you want and set those intentions so you can start working towards it. Set some goals. So the next card that we have is the Lover's card, and with the Lover's card, I feel like Spirit is telling you, again, because we have 6, it kind of confirms, because June is the 6th month of the year, it's confirming that that's when your change is going to happen. But the other thing I see with the Lovers, because it can represent learning our authentic self on a deeper level, during this transition, you will be gaining clarity on who you truly are and starting to see your shadows and how they created an identity you have come to associate yourself with for a long time. And I think you'll be gaining clarity on what aspects of that identity you actually resonate with and what you no longer resonate with. The next card we have is the 7 of Swords. And with the 7 of Swords, I'm kind of getting that through this transition phase, you'll be able to drop the things that no longer resonate with you, so you can bring only that which resonates with your true authentic self in the next phase that you're going to be entering. The other thing I'm seeing with the 7 of Swords is that you may have to disappoint others while connecting with your true authentic self and dropping what doesn't resonate. But that's okay, because we cannot please others at our own expense. So you're going to be learning how to prioritize your true self during this period of time. The next card that we have is the King of Wands. And so some of you may be gaining more clarity on your passions and your desires. You may be starting to work on those passions and desires, really starting to hold your power in your hand, because the King of Wands is extremely fiery, extremely strong and powerful. And because you are connecting with your true authentic self and dropping the identities, thoughts, or things that don't resonate with you, you're honing into your true power and getting ready to close out your current phase. I see you growing in confidence, wisdom, and inner strength. I keep hearing that word up-leveling. It came out for another pile too. I don't remember which pile it was, but yeah, there's definitely an up-leveling happening here. You're starting to step into your powers more, starting to understand who you truly are, what your powers are, what powers do you truly hold. You're also, I think, gaining clarity on where you've been giving your powers, who you've been giving your powers to, and you're starting to change that. You're no longer giving your powers away to anybody else. You're holding your own powers in your hand and being so sure and confident in who you are so that you can step forward in that next phase of your life. And then the next card we have is so fitting because you have the World reversed, which indicates that, we're so close to finishing this current phase of our life. We're not quite there yet, but we're so close. That's why you have transition and the World reversed. It's like you're almost there. And I just feel like you're changing the way you operate, the way you do things, what you give your power to, I heard a message that, for some of you, this may apply, you're cutting out the things that are not serving you. So watching TV, I feel like there's a lot of you that are gonna stop giving your power to media and to social media, to television, however it applies. But like, I get that message really strong that you're going to be taking control of your own power and no longer giving that power away to anybody else. Pile number 4, you're really learning how to hold your power and step into who you truly are, your authentic self. You're learning how to make the choices that serve you best and gain so much more clarity on your life. Alright, the next few cards that we have, we start off with love, and it's number 1, so definitely the confirmations for the number 1 is so powerful here. And because we have love with the Lovers, the next phase could deal with a romantic relationship if that resonates with you. Or it could be dealing with a career or job that you are really passionate about. Regardless of how this applies to you, I see you bringing more love into your life. The next card we have is confidence. Yes, you're gaining so much confidence. You're really stepping into your truest self, and you're becoming so much more confident in who you are. And then the next card we have, guys, look at that. Magical powers. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. You are stepping into your power. Pile number 4. Oh my gosh, you really are. You're stepping into your powers. You're becoming so much more confident and strong in who you are. You're holding your passions in your hand, and you're starting to gain clarity on who you are and what you want in your life, and stepping into that next. You guys are also going to be facing your fears and starting to overcome those fears. And I kind of get that because we saw the moon and you guys were drawn. I was also drawn to put the selenite heart on this. You have the Lovers and the moon. So with the 3 of those things, well, you don't have the moon, but I saw the moon on here. And with the 3 of those things, I get that sense that you guys are overcoming your fears. The next few cards that we have is seeing both sides. Take a step back and try looking at this from a different perspective. So again, I think like clarity, looking at things from a different perspective, like you're definitely going to be gaining so much clarity. The next card we have is blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to assess what is going on around you and adapt accordingly. So, and with this card, I get the sense that you're really going to be clearing blockages and no longer being held back by anything. Like you're going to be moving full force ahead. Because you have your passions in your hand and you're not being stopped by other people's opinions or anything. Of course, you're making wise and calculated decisions. You're definitely taking time to do research and gain clarity, gain knowledge, and gain understanding. But it's not like your decisions are no longer being based on other people's opinions, but rather what you've learned from your own life and what you've learned from doing your own research. Now, let's take one card from this deck to get the general energy. Oh yeah, Scorpio. This makes so much sense. I was feeling a little bit of Scorpio energy in this pile. So some of you might be Scorpios, or have like significant Scorpio placements. But what I kind of get with Scorpio and that moon and the Lovers card is that idea of like using your intuition, really learning to deeply like connect to your intuition and gain the clarity that you need so that you can build what you want. Because Scorpios are extremely intuitive. It's an extremely intuitive sign, and they have like a deep well of emotional knowledge. And so that's what I kind of get again, is that you have that within you, and it's really coming out during this month of December. The next card, okay, it's a lot of cards, but we'll just take it. And we have the wish card. Make a wish with the dandelion in the wind. This came out in the last pile, so it's calling you to make a wish. Make your wish right now, pile number 4, what you want from the next phase of your life and start working towards that. Set your intention right now. Woods. Be like the woods. Calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life. That's exactly how the Scorpio is. The Scorpios are so mysterious, and yet they have like this energy about them. Like they just bring life to certain situations. So yeah, be like, step into your full power. Allow your inner self to come out. Shine like the radiant being that you are, and just have fun and enjoy your life. Opportunities. Unfurl like a fern even without warm sunlight. There's just opportunities coming up to you, like a lot of opportunities, and you're gonna be so surprised at these opportunities and what they're bringing in your life. I feel like you're going to be taking these opportunities too. The next card we have is Renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year. So yeah, reevaluate your plans. Reevaluate the life that you want to live. Is it still in alignment with what you want now, with who you are now? Because we're constantly changing. Everything's constantly changing. So if we try to apply a plan that we had 10 years ago to a plan that we are, to who we are now, maybe that plan doesn't really fit our needs now. And maybe it does. Who knows? But it's about like reevaluating. And if it does, you're moving full force into it. Like you're really diving deep into it. The next card we have is Flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down a stream. Do not hurry. That's so funny. It says do not hurry, but I feel like the flow is going so fast. Like you're just, that flow of energy is coming to you so quickly, you know? Like you're getting an increase in the amount of energy that's coming towards you, and you are going with the flow of things. Like you're not meeting resistance, but rather you're allowing for the flow of life to take you in the direction that you want to go. Pile number 4, this was such a powerful reading. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. I hope you're able to really accept and allow this change that's coming in. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 5. You've chosen the Infinite Stone. I'm going to keep your stone right here. It's a beautiful pyramid, actually. I'm going to lay out your cards, and I'll be right back. Hello, Pile 5. I've laid out your cards. We start off with Agreement and Strawberry and Leadership and Broccoli. The biggest thing that I see changing for you, and the biggest change I see coming in, is your ability to step into your true role as a leader and to start taking charge of your life. And the other thing I just noticed is 24. It breaks down to a 6, and then you have a 6 here. So some of you could also be starting to take more leadership in your emotions, starting to harmonize your life some more, like, because 6s deal with harmony and beauty and love, like that energy of love. It's such a harmonious number, so it's all about that like divine harmony and things like that. So I really feel like you're starting to take charge of your life and how harmonious it is. You're bringing more harmony into your life is what I essentially see. Now let's take your tarot cards. We have the Ace of Cups, which makes so much sense. Sorry about that. It's a motorcycle. It's so loud. But we have the Ace of Cups here, which talks about a new emotionally fulfilling journey. And the other thing I get with the Ace of Cups, because the cup is overflowing, it could be overflowing with many things. Like sometimes the emotions could be like positive emotions or negative emotions. So what I kind of get with that coming out in this reading is you're starting to overflow your cup with good and like blessed emotions that bless your life. And it's so interesting to me that you have the Infinite Stone here, which literally talks about that abundance, that stepping into your abundance and into your true power. And so with the Ace of Cups here, I get the sense that you're taking hold and control of your emotional fulfillment. You're taking the opportunity that's being offered to you by the universe to change and for and to allow for emotional fulfillment, to fill your cup with beautiful emotions, with like good emotions. And even when like the negative and sad emotions, or like whatever the emotions that don't serve you, when they do come, being able to use those emotions to transform them into what does serve you. Use them to help you, because sometimes sadness can lead to great ideas, that can lead to great like epiphanies, and great wisdom can come through negative emotions. But it's all about how we use it, not so much about the emotion itself. And I see you taking charge. You're being the leader. You're learning how to use your emotions in the exact way they need to be used. You're focusing them into where you want emotional fulfillment in your life. The next card we have is so fitting. You have the King of Cups, which talks about what we were just saying, taking control. You have the King of Cups and leadership. Wow. So yes, you are stepping into your leadership abilities. You are being that leader. You're building a solid foundation in your emotions. Your emotions are becoming more solid. You're taking control of them. So even if it's a negative emotion, it doesn't matter, because you know who you are. You're solid in who you are. You know your emotions, so you can like come to understand the root of that emotion and transmute that energy into a place that does serve you. You can focus it where it needs to go. And the next card is the Eight of Wands, guys. Oh my god. And the Eight of Wands literally talks about movement, like clear skies, clarity, being able to shoot your shot in the direction that you want. So I really feel like your emotions are helping you to find where you want to go, where you focus your passions. It's almost like you're learning how to focus your emotions into your passions so that you can propel yourself forward, and you can be the leader that you are inside, that great leader energy. And because we also have the King of Cups, I also get that you're like an emotional leader. Like, you make people feel so good about themselves. You're able to like bring out the best in other people, is what I'm hearing. And you're being able to bring out the best in yourself. Like, the change that's happening during December is that you're not just bringing out the best in others anymore. You're bringing out the best in yourself as well. And then the next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. And it's really interesting how you have so like court cards, and then the Ace of Cups. Like, I feel like you're stepping into your true abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. You're starting to really care for your needs. You're really starting to care for your needs, and ensuring that your foundation is set. And again, foundation, like, you're really taking care of you and getting all your ducks in a row. So this could be career-wise, it could be just personal life, relationships. It could deal with a lot of things, but overall I see you getting your ducks in a row, taking care of yourself, setting your foundation, really becoming rooted in your emotions, balancing them out, because we have that Libra energy too, which talks about balance and bringing justice. And so that's what I see you doing here, is bringing balance to your emotions and your passions as well, and bringing all of that to build the life that you want for yourself. You could also be acquiring a little more wealth during the month of December. The next card that we have is romance. You're building so much more romance in your life. You're like, because the King of Cups is also like, romance deals with our emotions, so the King of Cups can be very romantic as well. And what I see with that is like, you're starting to build that romance in your life. You're bringing in more romance in your life. Even in the mundane tasks, you're bringing more romance. You're starting to again, like we said, be the leader in that, not waiting for other people to romance you, but you're romancing yourself. If that means you want flowers, you're gonna go get yourself some flowers. If that means you want like a candlelit dinner, you're gonna make yourself a candlelit dinner, regardless of who's around. Wow. Pile number 5. This is so beautiful. The next card we have is, the New Beginnings card. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Yes, like new beginnings, like new opportunities. You're definitely getting a new opportunity during the month of December. And I feel like this opportunity is going to lead you to finding your truest self, and finding out how you can bring that balance and find that emotional foundation. I feel like this new opportunity is the thing that's helping you to create this foundation, this solid foundation in your emotions. And then the last card, or not the last card, but then the last card that we have from this deck is push to surface. You're emerging. Look at that. Like leaders have to emerge out of, first a leader has to be a student, and then they emerge to be the leader. They have to be a follower first. They have to understand how to lead, and then they emerge as the leader. And you are emerging, pile number 5. You are moving out. You're breaking the surface. You're coming out, and you're taking charge of your new beginnings and romanticizing your life. Wow, pile number 5, this is so strong. Now I'm going to take one card to get any prominent zodiac signs. We have Pisces. So because Pisces is a very intuitive sign, it's a water sign, again, with your emotions. So the thing I'm getting is that you're starting to believe in your own powers, in your leadership ability. You're starting to connect to your intuition, to your creativity. You're unlocking so many new parts of yourself, because romance can also deal with creativity, because it kind of all comes from the same center. We create through that romance and romantic energy. But yeah, okay, so the energy of Pisces, I feel like some of you might have heavy Pisces placements in your chart, but that general energy of Pisces is what I see coming out during this month. And I also kind of get the sense, because there's just so many colors here, I feel like you're bringing so much more color into your life. You're making your life so much more colorful, and draping yourself in romance, like in enveloping yourself in the romance of life. Wow, number 5. Oh. Change. Wow, that is so crazy. This was flipped like this in the middle of the deck. So it says change. Falling leaves do not signify the end, but the beginning of a fruitful season. Beginning. We were talking about, because we have the strawberry here, we were talking about that abundance and that fruitfulness. Wow, that is so crazy. I mean, this whole reading is about big changes coming your way, and I feel like this is just confirming that you really are experiencing these changes now, and they're it's starting to enter your life right now. All right, thank you. We have light. Look to the space between the trees for answers. It is really interesting, because you do have quite a bit of light colors around here too. And so I think you're going to be shedding light on the areas of your life that you want to change, that you no longer resonate with, and that you want to bring more romance into. Humility. Flowers are unaware of each other's beauty. They bloom regardless. Yes, remain humble. Through all of this, I feel like you're going to be remaining humble. You're going to stay grounded and rooted in who you are, but not inflate your ego. The next card we have is clearing. Make room for growth. And yes, start to clear those things that no longer resonate with you, that no longer serve you. Make room for the growth that you're bringing into your life right now. Step into your true power and bring more romance into your life. Again, romance doesn't mean with somebody else. It could just mean doing things that make you feel in that energy of romance and that energy of love. Pile number 5, this was such a beautiful, powerful reading. I'm so excited for the changes that are happening to you. And be sure to let me know in the comments down below what these changes are if you feel called to it. Thank you so much for sharing your energies with me. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Be sure to hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye!